Okay, hey everyone. So, welcome to Computer Science Club. So, we're going to start right now. So, we're a brand new club and we look forward to inspiring students in all levels of computer science and to ultimately have some fun. So, we're also going to be releasing all of this information a bit afterwards. So, don't feel like worried or pressured if you don't remember everything.
It might be obvious, but computer science is the study of computers, and in particular, how to take advantage of them in an efficient way in terms of hardware, like in computer engineering, and software, like algorithms or software engineering. As faster hardware is being developed, we need to find efficient ways to harness and unleash the computational power within the computers using computer science.
So, we're going to be mainly focusing on three different things: lessons, activities, and competitions. We'll have lessons to not only learn important topics, but also to introduce newer and more advanced subjects. The activities will be paired with the lessons to practice problems, Kahoots, and even to small projects. Our goal is to have at least one activity a week to keep meetings interesting and interactive. Lastly, we're looking into prepping and participating in competitions. The competitions will probably be optional, but to those who are interested, we're currently looking at around 2 to 3 competitions that will be hosted a bit later into the school year.
If you haven't already, please consider signing up at bit.ly/compsci Afterwards, join us on Discord at bit.ly/compsci and on Remind using the code at walnutcs.
This is our link tree, which is basically a combination of all of our links and all of our important links. So if you don't remember any of the previous links, just make sure to go to bit.ly/compsci linktree or check our bio in our social media. Lastly, our next meeting is on Monday, the 28th, which is in 4 days. We're going to host it during lunch from 12:30 to 1:10, and it will also be on Zoom. We'll be posting more information such as the meeting link a bit later. So if you're still unsure about joining Computer Science Club, I'd highly recommend stopping by to listen in on our real first meeting. So now we're going to have a Q&A. So if you guys can see the link at the top, which I'm also going to paste into the chat right now. So you can just go there and then you can type in your questions anonymously or with your Google account, and we'll be able to answer any questions you have.
Please don't spam the chat.
Yeah, I think that might have been me on accident. Sorry. So our first question is, will there be a specific focus on one programming language? So far what we've decided is for most of the general topics, we're going to keep it without a programming language. So we'll be teaching the theories and the things behind such topics and subjects, but we will have to go in depth for some competitions and for some practice problems. So we're thinking of sticking to Java, but we're also going to send out a poll on our first meeting to see what everyone's comfortable with. Our next questions will be more scripting or block coding. So we're thinking probably more scripting because that's a bit more advanced and that's more conventional. Zenka, if you have anything, you can also jump in. So the major topics we've currently considered are, we're going to start off with a quick introduction to what computer science is. That's going to be our next meeting. That's going to be the meeting after our next meeting. And then we're also going to touch on programming languages, machine learning / AI, algorithms, I believe also data structures and some more. We sent out like a poll in our sign up form and we've collected the results. So we're just going to be going based off the subjects that the people have voted that they were more interested in first.
So if possible, we're probably also gonna go a bit like into computer architectures. So like how computer work on the inside. Yeah, if we have the time. Please stop spamming. Okay, Anthony.
Yeah, please stop sending messages in the chat. So, next question is, what if we don't know anything about programming? Can we still join? Yeah, that's totally fine. We anticipate to have students with a different skill sets. So some people might be extremely new and some people might be really advanced, but we'll make sure to cater to everyone's needs. So you could be extremely new and that's totally fine. The competitions we plan to participate in, currently we're thinking about the USACO or the USACO. It's a pretty prestigious competition and it starts in December. The first competition is on December 13th and it has a competition a month from December to March. And we're also considering Cal Poly Pomona, which is a college nearby in Pomona. They have a high school programming competition that has teams of 2 or individuals, and that's somewhere near April. And it'll be hosted online this year because of COVID. So we're also thinking about participating in that one. For the upcoming competitions, we'll be explaining a bit more into it, but most of the competitions we're looking at are problem solving. So for example, they give you like a question, it will be like fictional and you have to use some skills to figure out how to program it to solve the question. But we'll get into much more about it a bit later.
So I would also like to add that so basically what you need to know for the generic competition like USACO is basically the language itself and then the algorithms. Yeah.
So our next question is, what kind of benefits does participating in competitions have? So some competitions, they do have prizes for top coders, etc. And some other competitions like the USACO, there are different like tiers. So there's like bronze, silver, gold. And if you do exceptionally well, you can be invited to the camp for USA to represent USA in the like world competitions or something. But that's only like the very, very top of the whole country. You can also put on your college applications, and there's a lot of stuff that the competitions can bring. But it's mostly for fun, and if you're really interested in it, so if you have a passion for programming. I think we have time for a couple more questions. So, will we be competing as individuals or as a group? So the USACO is individual, and the HSPC is individual / groups of 2. And that's about it. We're also considering looking to team competitions, but we're not too sure. So it's 5:09, so we're gonna start wrapping things up. If you guys have any other questions, please make sure to you can message us on Discord, Remind, or our email, which is whscompsciclub@gmail.com. Otherwise, thank you guys for coming.